Now, did the shot actually kill him? And if not, how did he die?
No, the shot did not kill him. We all believed that Martin King was killed by that shot by Strausser. He was still alive when he was taken to the hospital. He was being worked on in the emergency room of the hospital. And I think the emergency staff were trying to do their best to keep him alive. And he was still breathing and alive. When the head of neurosurgery of the hospital, Dr. Breen Bland, came in to the emergency room with 2 other men in suits. And he said to the people in the emergency room, "Stop working on that nigger and let him die." And then he said, after a pause, "Now get out of here, all of you. Leave this room. Get out." And he emptied the room. And as he was emptying the room, a surgical nurse was the last one out. And she heard them do this, like picking up water in their mouths. And that caught her attention, and she turned and she saw them spit on the body of Dr. King, the 3 men. Then she saw Bland, Dr. Bland, take a pillow and put it over his face and suffocate him. And that's how Martin King was killed. Now you can say, oh, you only had one witness. You had this black surgical nurse. She went home the next morning, gathered her family around her in their home, and said to them, I don't know why they had to kill him. And she repeated this story. And it was one of her sons who, under oath and under video deposition, told us all this story about how it happened. She saw it happened. And everyone in the room of that video deposition believed him. He was blind, and he was a diabetic victim. He had no reason to lie. He was very moving with the way he spoke, and he told us the truth. Now, one could say, well, you still only had one witness. You know, good journalists, for something as horrific as this, need 2 witnesses to confirm it. Well, we had another witness. Again, the son of the head of the Dixie Mafia leader told us that his father died, by the way, and the elder brother took over the assassination responsibility. So the elder brother and he were sitting in a meeting with Dr. Bland. Dr. Bland was their family doctor. They were sitting in a meeting with Dr. Bland, and Bland said to the son, Russell Jr., if the bullet doesn't kill him, make sure they take him to St. Joseph's Hospital, and we'll make sure that he doesn't leave there. Now, the son heard this at the time. The boy heard this, and he was not a young kid. He was about 15, 16 at that time, and he heard that. And this was a 2-day, multi-hour deposition that I did of him that brought out a lot of these facts that we otherwise never would have known. And he today is in a hospice, I believe, dying of cancer. But he wanted to get this truth out off his chest and out of his mind, the involvement of his family in this case.
So there's still a living witness alive today?
Well, he was dying of cancer, so I don't know how far along he is. But he was the one who gave us that final confirmation that we needed.